You know, as vile as many of the things that take place on the website reddit.com as can be,
Uh-huh.
I do so enjoy how Web 2.0 its icon is. Because
Look at that down there where we have uh
you've got the Planeswalker symbol, which they're trying to rebrand Magic into, but because of decisions, they can never get rid of Deckmaster, which is what Magic is to me. And then you've got really sleek designs for like Twitter and Tumblr, like those are just nice little symbols. But then you've got 1997. It is a robot's head in the style of 1997.
there's the thing that gets me about the Magic Online icon here is we have the Planeswalker symbol and then like an O and then some other sort of like line that goes into the center here, and I do not know what that like if that were just a Planeswalker symbol, I'd
Oh, I know what that is. The symbol that appears on promo cards on Moto is like a little circle with a line through. It's like a theta, like a modified theta.
Oh,
They've laced that into the Planeswalker symbol.
okay. So that's their half and half attempt to merge the.
Yeah, that is Magic Online.
Yes. Also
But
check
it's
out.
yelling at me to share my sub anniversary, so I'm going to do that.
Well, thank you for the sub. Uh, check out this wizard.
That is a shitty wizard. That's a Theros wizard, I think. He's got the Babylonian beard, but this
Mhm.
look at him. There's a Tumblr post that's gone around a bit that's like, I will cause
Problem.
problems on purpose.
I
And that
love
is
that. I love that post. It's a good post.
that's what this guy's thinking.
Why? Well, this wizard has a jellyfish.
He's got a jellyfish. Maybe he likes Narcomoeba. I don't know.
Could
But
like an Archimedes.
if he is on Masters Edition, then I doubt we'll see any art like this on Masters Edition.
So Masters Edition 2, this is going to be a thrill. Again, as I kind of explained when we went back to the first one, Masters Edition was the way that they added vintage and legacy cards to Magic Online. They did four of
Yes.
these. This is where the real shit starts is Masters 2.
Hmm.
So,
Can we open any Power Nine?
I
I
think
I
I think
I,
that,
I
that's
know.
I think that's Masters 3, but this is where all the duels are.
Yeah, this is where duels are. Although all the duels I've ever seen anybody use on Moto, anyways, are all from the newer sets, anyways. Maybe they don't like the old bordered things. Maybe I don't know.
So, all right. Anyway, let's get in here because it's probably going to take a while for this dang draft to get two players. But yeah, so Masters Edition is very much uh, a, a strange world. It's a precursor to modern Masters and all those sorts of things.
They just wanted to get the cards on
Right,
Magic Online.
right, but that's what makes it different is that Modern Masters has this like secondary, oh, we can't overprint, we can, we only have room for XYZ, we can't do this, that. This is like the first one of these was pre-mythic.
Yep.
So
I think all the Masters Edition. No, Masters Edition. Mythic was pretty.
mythic
Moto was around a bit for before Mythic
yes,
even like so that.
about 5-6 years before mythic. So mythic rarity started existing in not in Lorwyn but
It
in
was Zendikar, I believe.
no, it was in shards.
Shard. God was yeah, Shard was after. Yeah, I always mix up Shards and Zindi because
Yeah,
that was my blind spot in Magic.
right, because it's directly after Shadowmoor.
Yeah, Shadowmoor was the card. Kitchen Finks was the
Kitchen
card
Finks
that made me
existed.
stop playing Magic. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't handle an efficient 3/2.
It's true.
So we were in Shards before Mythics happened. So there aren't Mythic rares in this set. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this one. So the last one was contemporary with 10th edition. This one is contemporary with. Oh God, I need to pull up Masters 2. Masters Edition 2. Masters Edition 2 is 2008, making it the set that came out before Shards of Alara.
Yeah, so it was yet to be implemented.
Yeah, and so again, because there's no pretense of like this is just we need these cards to exist. You can't skip cards because they're too powerful or too expensive. No, like so like in all the modern masters, there's a lot of thought given to the secondary market, even though Wizards will never admit to that.
Yeah.
There is though. There's a lot of like we need to spread the value over 2016, 2015, all the different master sets, and also there's only so many like mythic slots for our super powerful cards that we want to put in there now. So, but here, look, we're just gonna open up Underground Sea and not care, like whatever.
Plus, these sets for what don't have to care about the reserved list, which like yeah, there's Underground Sea, sure. But was it this one or Masters? Which Masters set can we open Brushwag in?
So Masters 1 had Thunder Spirit, and that was sweet as hell.
Yeah, but which one has Brushwag?
Brushwag, was that in one as well?
Because if I can't play with Brushwag on Moto, what's even the freaking point?
I know. I think that was in no, that's actually not old enough to be in this set.
That was from Mirage, I believe.
Mirage is the first set that actually has like a
Oh, so we could just open Brushwag in Mirage packs.
yeah, I think Mirage, like you have to be pre-Mirage to be in Masters. So Brushwag is it's fine.
Okay, so we can't open Brushwag here. We have to go get some Mirage packs if
Yeah.
we want to. Quick question: how many ticks is a Mirage pack? Let me find. I'll search that on online.
I'm about to be jumping into the draft here. All right. Cumulative upkeep 1. All creatures get -1 to 0.
Okay. Before I even see anything busted, the first thing I see is a Dark Banishing.
Yeah, so this pack says to me, there's 2 cards in here that I'm spoken to by. Dark Banishing and Knight of Stromgald.
Yeah, Knight of Stromgald is one of the most efficient creatures you're going to see. Whereas Dark Banishing, for the longest time, this was just the removal spell you could get.
Yep. Destroy target non-black creature, can't be regenerated. We also have Reprisal, which is the oldest version of this sort of thing.
Reprisal is pretty dang
wow,
good.
check it out.
Thallid. We got Thallid Devour and Thallid. Meteor Shower's not terrible.
No, I'm thinking of Dark Banishing.
Yeah. Inheritance is also not terrible.
Yeah, that's the like pay 3 on this rare is terrible.
Yeah, yeah. Folgio or Foligo didn't. Okay, Ivory Gargoyle, very excellent Quentin Hoover art.
Wow.
This card got time shifted into color shifted into a phoenix. Oh my God, there's Narwhal.
Narwhal.
Blue first strike, assholes.
Hey, it's Aeliopile, the card they can't print whenever they want to print this card.
Yep, they have to swap the costs or whatever. The closest they got to Aeliopile being like cool was Moonglove Extract, I think. Okay, first we'll look at black and artifact cards. Ebon Stronghold isn't quite strong enough, I don't think.
Phantasmal Mount. Oh my God, I don't even.
Yeah, target creature with toughness. Yeah, with any creature slightly bigger than the mount can ride the mount and become flying.
Do we want to pick up Ivory Gargoyle and just have a 2/2 flyer that's horrible? Or honestly, I'd probably just pick up Aeliopile. This can go face.
This can go face. Narwhal isn't terrible.
Royal Decree! Ah!
This is what color hate used to be so common, and it all looked like this.
Yeah.
Your opponent just lost for being. Oh my! Look at the bird. Yeah, Kildoran Elite Guard.
Shit.
It's very cool.
By the way, so target creature is +2/+2 until end of turn. If that creature dies, kill this.
Yep, because
oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, this is a first strike flying banding 5 mana 2/2. Orcish Lumberjack is actually real.
Yeah.
As far as actual cards go. Brine Shaman's not terrible.
No, like
Let's
that could put us in some sort of control deck if we can get like creatures to.
Dry Spell probably is terrible. What does Cloak of Confusion do? It does. It's an aura, so it's probably not worth
Discard a card at
considering.
random from your opponent's hand if they take the hit. I'm gonna lumberjack. Just oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Icequake, destroy
boy.
target land. You got Stone Rain. Let's take a look, though. We might be Jund if you're playing Orcish Lumberjack, because it does want forests.
Yeah. Neckrite, which if it hits,
Yeah, if it hits, it becomes a Dark Banishing.
Yep. Hell, it doesn't even have
Or
the
Doom, or it's just Doomblade. Not
Yeah,
even Doomblade. It
it's-
just destroy target creature.
yeah.
That's probably not completely terrible, actually. Icequake, though, destroying lands is fun.
Oh my god, Icequake though. Icequake plus the Orcish Lumberjack, which isn't a combo, but you
The
know.
most reasonable creature here is actually Armored
Armored Griffin. This is better than this card usually is.
Yeah. So you want to just pick up an Icequake or a Flyer
We'll
or a
table the
Necrite?
Icequake. It'll be sweet.
Yeah. Jeweled Amulet. Stampede. Okay. Put a charge counter. Note the type of mana spent to activate this. Remove a charge counter. It's this is a storage land.
Yeah, but it's 0 cost.
Yeah.
So that's its power. It actually is decent.
Stampede recently got almost reprinted for non-humans.
As a not an instant.
Not an instant. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was an enchantment. I'm dumb. Screeching Drake is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. I'm kind of liking Screeching Drake here.
Yeah, there's little else in the pack that appeals to anyone.
We have a lot of we have a lot of things. All right, Wings of Aethir.
It's a pretty good aura, all things considered.
+1/+0 flying first strike. I don't like anything else in here. Snow-covered plains is foil.
Yeah, snow-covered plains or snow-covered island could be like worth picking actually. But what if we just played blue-white and splashed black for dark banishing?
All right, what if we keep getting more Wings of Aethir? Oof, wow, Phyrexian Portal.
I want to pick up a Reprisal, or is that?
Yeah, I think we can pick up the Reprisal actually. If your library has 10 or more cards in it, target opponent looks at the top 10 cards and separates them 2 face-down piles. Exile one of those piles, search the other pile for a card, and then shuffle the rest of your library. This card owns.
Phyrexian Portal is very interesting, and you've got Songs of the Damned.
Yeah, Songs of the Damned.
That is a classic combo card.
Yeah, but no, I love the like textiness of that. Personal tutor.
Do we want a tutor for a sorcery? I don't know. Probably not, actually.
Oh, this is where sorry, this is where starter cards were put in here.
Ooh.
I think that's where this sort of stuff comes from. Also,
is Combat Medic annoying enough to use? Yeah, Kildoran Dead is very cool, despite being a terrible card.
Oh yeah, it's some super rad skeletons.
This is a 3-mana 0/2. But it can make combat very weird. I just don't know what sorceries we're going to be searching up with Personal Tutor.
Sure.
God, Reprisal Wield?
See, the thing is, I don't think 4-power creatures exist.
Yeah, 4-power creatures aren't... Do we want Inheritance, or... Viscerid Armor, or Phantasmal Mount? At the end of the day, this is Flying Man Plus.
For 2. I think the other Reprisal.
Well, did you know this league is ending soon?
Yes. That's going to tell me your draft has started.
Nah.
Urg Raiders was number 1.
Yeah, Urg Raiders was 1, so the not sure what busted 2 drops you're looking for in Masters Edition 2.
Order of the
Eben whatever.
No, the
order of the. Yeah, there's probably one of in each.
Right.
That's why there's like black, and then there's a white one, and then there are actually 2 of each one that were almost exactly the same. Sure.
Sure.
Vacation Scout.
Yeah, I don't know I don't remember the name of the non-Ebon Legion one. The one that's the white one. Order of Letbeer? Or no, Order of...
Latnam? No, that's blue.
Fuck. Ah!
Royal Decree. I mean,
Take that and sideboard it.
yeah.
Wow, holy shit, that just has plus... That has Shade Pump.
Yeah, Shade Pump on Thunderwall. Thunderwall is not terrible as far as walls go.
Animate it.
Yeah, you got the Ice Quake. Innervate. Slow trip on ice.
Yep, it's ice.
Order of Lightbird. But there was like Stromgald Knights and
Oh my
or Knight of
god.
Shield Bear. I don't like Shield Bear. The Jeweled Amulet probably. Yeah, there was Knight of Stromgald and then there's Knight of the Ebon Legion, which are almost identical.
Okay, we get some snow-covered lands. Neat. Alright, round 2. Maybe we can, like, pick up a Tundra and make this deck a little stronger.
No, Knight of the Ebon Legion's the new card. There's a Knight of the something. That's an old Stromgald. There's like an old Ebon Hand. Grandmother Singir.
Death Spark.
Death Spark. Brainstorm.
Yep.
It's not my preferred. There's also just a Dark Banishing. Okay. You have to decide where we want to go. Is Grandma good enough to, or Grandma or Dark Banishing good enough to be
Dark Banishing might be, because, like, I'm really unhappy with the rest of the, like, obviously Brainstorm's good, but, like, we're not going to have any shuffle or anything to make that stronger.
Yeah, I'm not completely sold on our blue. The only really cool blue card we have is Screeching Drake.
Yeah. What do I pick up the Dark Banishing and we move from there and see where it leads?
Yeah, you can never be sad casting Dark Banishing unless your opponent is a black deck, in which case we Royal Decree and just board out all of our swamps.
Then we become a blue.
Lava Burst is also pretty cool.
Lost Order of Jarkeld.
It's equal to 1 plus the number of creatures the chosen player has. Want to pick up an Armored Griffin? Although Balduvian dead, that's red.
That's red activation. Want to use this one?
Sacrifice Angry Zombies. Creature at each player. If you control a snow swap, deals 2. That's not terrible, actually.
Here's another.
There's, yeah, Thermokarst. Armored Griffin?
Armored Griffin's just fine. There's also...
oh man, look at that awesome giant growth art.
I know.
It's just a bug.
Yeah, so like, this is in here because, like, they wanted to print... Obviously, Giant Growth's a reprint, but, like, they want to, you know, hit that art. Clearly.
Yeah, it's just a big bug.
Clockworks... Oh, God.
Yep, it's a 4/3.
Loses a counter on attack.
Whenever it can't be blocked by artifact creatures for some reason. And after each combat, if it attacked or blocked, remove a power from it, and then you can charge it.
Up to its maximum.
Up to its maximum.
Wow, that's not Pestilence, huh?
Nope, it's not Pestilence.
The Forbidden Lore!
Forbidden Lore.
Honestly, I think I'm fine with the Krovikan Fetish because it says draw a card on it.
It says draw a card on it. Clockwork Steed isn't the worst, all things considered. Our Child's Crusader.
Yeah.
I like most cards that say Var Child on them.
I know, Icequake again, Krovikan Fetish.
A Darkar Sentinel. A Darkar Sentinel is actually probably reasonable.
So are you ready for instant speed banding?
That card is
Good
probably impossible. I don't want to play with that card because I don't want to figure that out on the go.
Instant speed banding. Your opponent leaves. I see a Tinder Wall, which is a good card as well, but
Just pick up another Krovikan Fetish.
I really like, again, I like the draw card on it, and the pump is not unreasonable.
Pump's not unreasonable. My eyes have given me a blur frame. Okay, Ashnod Silex. Yes.
You can use it as mill, sort of.
Yeah.
Aurochs, Stone Hands. Just love that, you know.
Yeah, Stonehands is pretty great. Orcish Farmer.
Hardworking.
It uses the pig.
Yep, hardworking.
Is this where we pick up an Ebon Stronghold or a Disenchant?
Silex.
Nah. Man, look at Ironclaw Orcs. That was a constructed playable card.
So, 2 plus the number of soldiers or warriors you control. Griffin, soldier. Well,
it's probably like a 3/3 maybe. I don't want another aura, or else Soul Kiss could be interesting.
yeah, I don't want. Wow, Soul Kiss is you want +6/+6. That's a
Yeah,
good.
so Soul Kiss isn't bad.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah,
Giant Trapdoor Spider.
this was a constructed playable card.
Yeah. Oh, Kildoran Sky Captain?
Flying First Strike banding, hell yeah.
Just will win with removal spells, auras, and terrible flying creatures.
Just absolutely the worst evasion.
Oh, Armored Griffin's fine, but oh man, here's the thing you can do. You can target their creature with Krovikan Fetish and then reprisal
it, hell yeah.
For 5 mana, destroy target creature.
Giant Trapdoor Spider is a real cool card.
Giant Trapdoor Spider is both a cool card and an excellent name.
Yes. All right, well, let's.
The one downside to playing the Sky Captain is we might have to ban.
Yeah.
Banding's not that bad, but I have to think about it each time I think about it.
I like this art.
Yeah, that is good art. Yeah, the Human Knight, if he's untapped, he makes your sexy elf ladies better.
Yep. What's the average kill spell? Like, Dark Banishing is a pretty average kill spell.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to, like, these days, you might hit 2, like, for just kind of doing whatever. I'm gonna pick.
Depends if you mean by average and average that was played or average and extent, because there's like a lot of 6 mana.
Yeah, but they're crap and nobody plays them, you know, like
outside of limited. We played Sip of Hemlock and we liked it. Sacrifice. Do you want to? That seems terrible, but
yep.
We kind of need anybody who can wear a Krovikan Fetish. Gangrenous Zombies probably gets there. Well, Shield Bearer.
Oh my god. There's just so much like going on in this set.
You almost were saying the thing I was going to say when I was going to say there's so many terrible cards in
Yeah,
the set.
look, that is the subtext behind my sentence. Yes,
Although really, there's a lot of terrible cards in most sets.
these are just a little more apparent.
Yeah, you want that snow-covered spot, or is Acacian Phalanx
No,
okay? I understand.
I feel like the actual winners here are the people who picked all the thalids. I feel like that's the actual winning plan, is just pick thalid.
Yeah, what pack are we on?
This is pack 2.
That's what I thought. I thought we had another pack.
Yeah,
to
we
go
still
through
have another
this.
pack, thank God.
No, that's great. We already have. Oh man, a dragon?
Wow.
Just like a big creature. Krovikan Vampire is also not terrible.
For me, I know Krovikan Vampire from Battlegrounds. That was...
Yeah. Let's quickly read everything. Even armored. Oh my, Joven Ferrets.
So Joven Ferrets, when it attacks, it's +2 toughness. At the end of combat, tap all creatures that blocked it. These
Yeah, because
ferrets.
they run around trying to catch the ferrets.
Yep.
Okay.
Shrink,
Okay. Shrink.
which just has this giant lady on it.
Yeah.
I guess the idea is this person got shrunk, but
There's Armor Throw, which is Incinerate, which is just by and far the best card in the pack.
yeah.
Armor Throw, which is like a decent guy. Sildelvi Digger.
It's the anti-mill.
There's Barbed Sextant, which is almost a Chromatic Star.
Sunken ship, yar!
Sunken ship, legendary creature skeleton.
Skeleton, yar!
Rhodorothopter. That's a vampire bats.
Yeah. Yar.
Sacred Boon.
Prevent the next 3 damage that would be dealt this way. At the end of the next set, put a 0 plus...
Okay. Okay, here's the question. Do we want to splash islands for skeleton?
Hell
ship?
yes!
Because look at it. Its ability is actually great.
And also, it's a skeleton ship. Check out this one in the top left.
Yes. Plus, okay, if we weren't picking that, we would be picking like Rhodorothopter.
Yeah, or Sacred, or like, look, it's fine. We'll splash for it. Everything's gonna be okay.
Armor Throw, Asian bureaucrats. Conquer.
I love old cards.
Yeah, you control the land.
Yeah.
How much does Annex cost?
4.
So it's, yeah. You're red, so you're paying the red is worse tax. Do we want a bad tapper, or do we want like a 3 mana 1/3 or a 1 mana 0/2 flyer?
Take the throw. Browse, yeah.
Browse.
Got some of that old folio art. It's got
I feel like Phil has drawn that specific art a lot. Just like a guy, an orc goblinish, destroying a book. There's an armored griffin in here. How many of those do you think we can play?
probably. Check out this thing.
Sacrifice a creature and a swamp. Sacrifice a creature in a snow swamp. So we have to have a swamp and a creature to sacrifice to destroy a creature.
Right, but that's a kill spell.
That is a kill spell, and at the end of the day, it can wear a Krovikan fetish.
Yeah.
And we're already splashing for skeleton ships.
Yep.
Snow Fortress has a lot of text, so it's probably not worth reading, but fire breathing, butt breathing, deals 1 damage to target creature without flying that's attacking you, because it's an archer. Okay, yeah.
When Royal Trooper blocks.
That's the most reasonable creature I've seen in a long time.
Oh my god. Are you ready for instant speed banding?
Yeah, you make a 1/1 with banding at instant speed. Can the drone sack itself? Yes, it says sacrifice a creature. They didn't think about things like that back in
Yeah.
1998.
What do we want out of this? The Royal Trooper?
I feel like it's Royal Trooper because it's just it's a gray ogre. Okay, now we can pick up our blue splash could be real.
Yeah, now our blue splash has some real ass cards behind it in Ray of Command.
Ray of Command is one of the stupidest cards ever printed.
God, so this is act of treason at
Instant speed, act of treason, and you tap it after you lose control of it. So if you yank it on their turn, even if you block something with it, if it doesn't die, they get it back tapped.
Yeah, so this is sweet. So there was a point in Onslaught where they moved these effects to red, and they did actually print like red Ray of Command, but it could only target non-legends.
Yeah. Krovic. Oh my God!
We found him!
That art isn't from Theros? Or no, that has to be new art for that. Krovic and Sorcerer.
No, that's old art. Like, that's how these sets work.
I disbelieve. That looks like Theros art.
How could this be Theros? This set came out before Shards.
They had to have changed it.
No way. Also, like, this...
No, it's what the 5th art was. Man, that is so weird. Anyways, Occasion Javelineers. It's like the best 1/1 we can think
So I feel
of.
bad because I really like the blue-black deck that could have existed in here, but...
Yeah, but our blue and black, like, really dried up.
Yeah.
Inheritance will be cool if we flood out, but otherwise it's really expensive. It's good if you're attacking or blocking. I don't think we want another Krovic and Fetish is the thing.
I'm already burned out on that.
Barbed Sextant to cast our blue cards?
So we can't use that to cast Skeleton Ship.
Yeah, because if you control no island, sacrifice Skeleton Ship.
Because it's a boat.
It's a boat. You have to float the boat somehow. But we aren't playing any of these other cards, and a card that cycles is worth including in your deck. Pay 4 life, destroy others. Creature spells can't be cast. Okay, Sacred Boon.
This is a card you play with like Pithing Needle, and then
you name Aether Storm.
I'm gonna pick Sacred Boon as a combat trick that sucks.
Yeah, I feel like it's not making the deck, but who cares?
No. Again, I feel like the Thallid deck is a good choice in here.
If you can play just green-black, Thallid, Dark Banishing.
This is...
Yeah, remember, they made this card, draw a card, in their most recent set?
Well, that costs 2.
It does cost 2. But it also can target any number. Sadly, Jeweled Amulet is not fixing.
I know.
Man, where's Mana Silex when you need it?
I'm so not used to any creatures in any card game being so bad. Again, I will note, as you said, you were coming from other card games. These are from 1995. Like, we're looking at cards from years, decades back. Air Graders was in set 1, sadly. So Air Graders was not. So when I set up the stream, I said this was very close to Shandalar, but this is actually slightly past.
Yeah,
Shandalar
we are a
time,
little beyond Shandalar.
I feel a little. I'll have to switch the stream titles on the recording, but this has the feel of a Shandalar. I can understand. It's like you see Thermokarst, you see Orcish Lumberjack. That's close.
It's close in flavor. It's got the same umami. Okay,
yeah.
Well.
All right. Wow, this is. All right.
Okay. Let's begin by this. We can hide all that garbage. Actually, we want snow-covered swamp. Do we care about snow-covered plains? I actually think Snow-Covered Plains is pure downside because we have no reason to play it, and it could be Thermokarsted, and our opponent could gain a life.
All right, so everything up here. I think we
Okay.
actually ended up not splash black. Or splash blue. I think we ended up splash black, like just dark banishing and skeletons, and then we play like Wings of Aesir and
Yeah, so let's include our black splash, which I think is just dark banishing and skeleton ship. Now we can actually use our barbed sextant to cast skeleton ship.
yeah. We will want swamps around for this, but we only need like 1 or 2 for this card to be fine, right? Like, it can sack Acathian Javelineers after it's done its job.
Yeah, I remain unconvinced, but I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Ha.
I think even if we sack one swamp, that's probably just good enough, right?
Look, turn a land into a kill spell is fine.
Yeah.
We want.
Anything that can kill a creature, Ilia pile in. Barbed Sextant is required, and we can play Barbed Sextant over any given card. So drawing a card is better than any card. Anything with flying.
Okay, Armored Griffin, Armored Griffin. We have 3 Kajorian Sky Captains. We also have our Dragon.
Yeah, it's a flying dog,
Yeah,
but
Dragon.
we always are going to top deck it though.
It's immune to reprisal. Javelineers is fine.
I would call Javelineers just good.
I actually like the card. Is Crusader gonna work out for us? Probably, because like Sky Captains are soldiers.
Everything that isn't a skeleton or a griffin is a soldier or a viscerid. I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's like that's a soldier. That's a soldier. Scout is a soldier. Yeah, we can probably play the.
Yeah, let's add in creatures in reverse terrible order,
Oh God.
and we can play a reprisal over shield bearer.
We're at 22.
We still
We still need a card.
we still need a card. Inheritance. Sacred Boon. How many creatures we got? We got 14 creatures.
Yeah.
We can get into combat somewhere.
Shield Bear.
I like Shield Bearer a lot less when we're not playing Krovikan Fetish. Because if I could make that like a 1/4 with banding, sure, you got me. But if it's a 0/3 with banding, I'm a little less excited.
Might need it to stay alive.
We might need it to block before we can just win. But no, here's what we do with Shield Bearer. You discard it to Screeching Drake.
Or we sack it to Viscera Drone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. So we have we only have one unplayable card in our deck. Everything else is either good to very bad.
Yeah.
So you've only got one flat unplayable card though. Here's a good dude. Yeah, I think Shield Bearer is slightly better than land, although I don't know if it's better than Swamp.
Oh my God. All right. Add basic lands.
Do you want a 4th Swamp?
I'll say 4th Island.
Yeah, 4th Island. Let's say 4th Island.
And we have
Yeah,
4 swamps. We have 4 swamps with the snow covered.
Yeah, we got snow covered swamp as our 4th swamp. Gotcha.
Oh God,
Okay.
this is gonna.
This is not the worst limited deck I've seen in the last week. Even I pulled together a really garbage one in Eldraine like yesterday, and I still got to like 4 and 3. So you're a better Magic player than I. Yeah, this is a better deck than that. So you can do better than that. I don't know how you can win more than 4 times in a league, but we'll find a way.
We'll see what we can do. I love that like Reprisal is like maybe look at our deck. Nothing in our deck gets hit by Reprisal. The cards I think the card's actively awful and we'll have to be boarding it out. But
Well, when we board it out, it'll become like Royal Decree. Which is a card that Royal Decree has gotten better the fewer swamps that are in our deck.
Yeah, whenever a Swamp Mountain black permanent or red permanent becomes tapped, like this is fuck the Rakdos player.
It's
fuck
like,
them.
yeah,
Fuck
you
them.
take damage for doing game actions.
Just annihilate them.
And when we just pay our upkeep and then tap Skeleton Ship, and that's all we do. And then they die.
Right, we'll
Then
take
we
one
attack with
damage
Angel.
we'll take 1 damage for tapping Skeleton Ship, but because we're playing Skeleton Ship, we'll feel really good.
Yeah. If we get to go first, hell yes. Off every color, but we have creatures we can maybe cast.
It's fine.
Royal Trooper. Oh, here's why I don't hate this. Royal Trooper with first strike on the block is basically invincible at this point in history.
Yeah, again, 4 power.
So it's going to be a 4/4 first strike blocker, but they'll have very bad creatures with flying. But if we ever draw a land, we get to play our own creatures with flying. You know,
19.
Brainstorm. Okay, they didn't cast Brainstorm into turn.
No, you don't print. No, they're playing the colors. Oh my god, here it is. All right.
Want to offer the trade?
Target creature you control with 2 toughness or less gets +1/+1 against flying until end of turn. When Phantasmal Mount leaves the battlefield this turn, sacrifice that creature. When this creature leaves the battlefield this turn, sacrifice Phantasmal Mount.
Yeah, so the creature with toughness 2 or less gets on the mount, is basically how it worked. Oh man, their things together could make our reprisal work. They put that on a 3-power guy.
So this card can do the Mishra's Factory thing. Target creature control with toughness 2 or less includes itself.
So it can ride itself to become a 2/2.
On defense.
On defense.
Maybe a reprisal will be good. It is an instant.
It is an instant.
Snow-covered swamp detected.
Snow-covered swamp. Oh man, if only we had our thermokarsts.
Icequake detected.
Icequake. Opponent is also on real Icequake hours. Or you get to attack with Royal Guy. Get him, Royal Guy. Die with dignity.
Block this and try to do your trick.
Yes. Let's compare onboard tricks. LOP 554.
Alright, so we have a problem.
Yeah, our problem is we have 4 and 5 drops in our hand, and we got Stone Rained.
Don't Stone Rain us again, please.
Phantasmal Fiend.
Whoa. Yeah, please.
That's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, flip that.
Flip that.
They can flip that, then give it flying.
Uh-huh. And then we 2-for-1 them.
Well, you have to be careful that they don't
have the mana to reflip it. Yeah. Oh my god, this is.
Yeah, because
the
horse only checks on activation.
Yeah, this is.
Let's hope that they just they don't. If they want to do stuff, they have to do it at the beginning. No, they can do it at declare attackers. So if they get too greedy, if they go make it fly, or if they go flip, make it fly, and then if they pump it twice to attack us for like 9 or 10 or whatever, then we get to kill them.
Okay, so swap it.
Swap it.
Now it's a 5/1.
We can just block it with first strike, okay?
Now it flies.
Now it flies. Pump it. You want to pump it. No, can't do anything.
Post-combat a creature.
Yeah, just do anything.
I need you to post-combat a creature, because they can
Yeah, they can re-pump it now. Crap. Thing is, they don't have to do anything.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you didn't see the art for Phantasmal
No. They took their 6/2 and they pumped it. That was a 6/2.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, something happened.
Layers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have a swamp, but we can attack for 2. Yeah, we can attack for 3, I guess. Yeah, how layers worked. You're pumping its toughness Or you're pumping its power and removing its toughness, but its power and toughness have been switched until end of turn. So
Yep.
it reads those layers independent of each other. So the first effect will increase its power and reduce its toughness, and then the second effect replaces those two effects. So now they're just wanting a bad horse.
Alright. If that's how you want to do this, that's fine by me. Because they don't want to take 3 every turn. Oh, they also had a 6. No!
Oh god, a giant flying creature.
God, it's even only got 3 power!
Ah.
Exile the top card of
Although
your library. If the exiled card is a snow land, pump it. Okay.
also that just has passable flying too.
Tap target creature with flying.
Yeah, so not passable flying, but tap flying. Okay. Wow. We got lands. We got our land destroyed, and
This would be a 4/4 right now.
that would be a 4/4.
Which, as we know, is too big.
We know it's too big. Although our opponent cannot be playing, or should not be playing Reprisal.
Yep.
Okay, they flippy dippy. Then
Uh-huh.
they give it flying. I feel our plan of playing mediocre flying creatures in removal has been one-upped slightly by our opponent playing good flying creatures in removal.
Yeah,
Although, if we draw a land here, okay, we're dead. If we had drawn a land, when they attacked, we raid command the any creature and block.
Yeah, we re-command their storm elemental, and like we get the 2-for-1.
Although they can.
So why can't we just reprisal the thing when it flips its power and toughness? Because that is not a once per turn effect, and they have 5 mana up. So
Yep,
what happens if they swap it back? It will become a 2/6. This will fail to resolve. Then they will flip it right back to 6/2, and then it'll hit me for 6.
Yep. So, although I don't believe if they had mana up, even Rhea command wouldn't have worked because they would just make their guy a 2/6, and then we just block with a
Right,
3/4.
because that thing can't be killed.
So our draws there were kind of bad. Did we care about Royal Decree? Is that better than Wings of Aether?
Might be better than a reprisal if our opponent's doing so. Well, God.
Yeah, if they ever tapped out of it, then yeah, but they seem to know not to tap out of it. Okay, let's rock. Let's draw a better hand. Let's not get stone rained. Because just having like a 2/3 flyer there would have, or a pile of 2/3 flyers would have been fine. It's a 2-lander. Here's another 2-lander. Got it. So we want to put planes or drone or angel. Angel seems like it's just powerful enough that we want it.
Yeah, we kind of want it. We're not Esper. We are splashing the black and the blue. We're effectively mono white. Like we're playing 10 planes, I think.
Yeah, so maybe we just bottom of planes. And just hope to draw 3 planes in 3 turns. Or 3 lands. One of them has to be a planes. Maybe our opponent will just not do anything and we'll attack them 20 times with Squire. Okay, more swamps mean more activations of Viscera Drone.
Yes.
So those aren't bad.
Yeah, there's 1/1 flyer here. Yep.
Although, yeah, if we just leave Viscera Drone up, they can just attack us for 1. So I think we attack here. but they can never activate their horse now.
Yeah, because we can kill the horse.
If we just kill the horse, then whatever they made fly the horse dies.
Oh my god, they're us?
They appear to be us.
Okay.
Little do they know, we are us.
Fuck.
Krovikan Sorcerer is rather good.
I want my javelin ears real bad.
No, the deck is just making us able to cast Angel of Fury. Yeah, we'll attack because we want them to attack us with Krovikan Sorcerer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they obviously use that. And that has the full... The discard, then draw to, then discard, which is this, like...
It's very funky, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. Token generator.
It make those creatures with crap up the ground. And Brine Shaman.
They have a combo, huh?
I think we have to kill Brine Shaman.
Yeah, we can. This is not artifact.
It's a bit of a shame because we want to hit 6 lands, but you know, the game's making sure we will.
Yeah, I think we do it next turn.
Yeah, because they really can't do anything. Although they could hit us for 2 extra if we don't if we do it. Because they'll just sacrifice the Brine Shaman to itself to give the horse +2/+2.
No. We do it on our own turn. We do it on our own 6. We kill their creature because it doesn't say untap swamp, it just says swamp, and then we play the angel afterwards.
Okay, that seems fine. So if they want to pay a bunch of mana, they can attack us for 2 extra with the Wall of Kelp.
Yes.
Man, where are all these cards that our opponent has that are cool? Was everyone else picking them? And we just got left with the dregs?
Well, we saw these all packed 2.5 to 3. Like, that's where we saw the Wall of Kelp and the Krovikan Sorcerer, which is...
I didn't see a Brine Shaman, though.
We did see a Brine Shaman.
Oh, right, yeah.
We had a bite at Brine Shaman earlier. Okay, so now we...
Wait, remember to tap the swamp first.
Yeah, so...
So they can give Krovikan Sorcerer +2/+2, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, which is irrelevant.
And then we make a 3/5 with flying. That if it dies, we can redraw it.
There are very much cards that care about Snow Swamp. This cares about Snow Swamp. This cares about Snow Swamp. Like, our opponent played a card that cares about Snow Swamp.
And what did sacrificing a Snow Swamp do with Viscera Druid?
You could target artifact creatures with it.
Ah, well. Then obviously we
Kelp.
want to look at that modern token for Kelp.
Discard another Kelp.
So now they're looking for whatever removal they have that they can use against an Angel of Fury. Little do they know, if they kill this, we have actually nothing. Ooh. Prodigal Sorcerer, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that's the shit.
And an Armor Thrall. If they activate Armor Thrall on their Phantasmal Mount, they can no longer target Phantasmal Mount with itself. Because it's too big to ride itself. So right now we're just flat racing. We have 3, they have 3.
Yeah, there's very few cards that are, Viscera Drone wants a Snow Swamp for a positive effect. This wants a Snow Swamp for a positive effect, but there's also a ton of cards that want them for
If you target a snow effect, then they're coming in for 4 instead.
Their hand is that good, huh? They're attacking with with looter. Or I guess fake looter. Okay. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Also, they've got Wall of Kelp to make that way better. Dark Vanishing off the top. How about
No.
our 10th land off the top?
How about our 10th land off the top?
Okay. Awkward. Is Dead of Winter doing work? No, absolutely not. The snow card that is doing a ton of work in formats is actually the 1-mana artifact for snow mana.
Arcanum Astrolabe.
The Astrolabe. It was banned in Pauper. It's doing a ton of work in the Urza's deck.
And it's seen play in various of Legacy decks that I don't actually think very highly of Snow Control in Legacy, but you can play it. Icefang Coatl.
Icefang Coatl does see some play with the Astrolabe. That's...
Playing creatures into our opponent's ability to murder 2 or more creatures is pretty terrible.
So our opponent has a really, really good engine set. You know, the Wall of Kelp. They also had those... If this Brine Shaman was around, that'd be a...
Yeah. And they even had a good engine with their Phantasmal Horse.
Yes.
So the sad thing here is, even though they can just murder our guy again, if they want to destroy the other swamp, they can start finding more swamps with Krovikan's Sorcerer, or they can just draw them. Yeah.
But yeah, Dead of Winter isn't doing... I don't think I've seen it in any lists.
I see it in Legacy sometimes, in the Snow Control, just because those decks used to just be playing the Blood one. Okay, they're gonna use Armor's Roll here.
No, they're gonna... Spellcaster. I thought for sure they were just gonna use the...
Yeah, that's so weird, but they gave up their Krovikan Sorcerer?
Okay.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
We drew almost every single land in our deck, and we lost to a very powerful engine. Props to our opponent for building such a thing.
Yeah, the man with the cat. Okay.
Oh. That felt like an encapsulation of what old Magic was. You have one player who's just kind of playing a regular deck, and then you have another player who's decided to make an engine. And then you have those 2 decks kind of slapping against each other, and one of them is clearly better than the other. It's like,
right.
I just wanted to cast Ironroot Tree Folk. And it's like, no. I am ensuring that you only cast pain. Do you want to ice their land on their next upkeep?
I want to play that Aeliopile.
I can just get the Aeliopile down too.
Yeah, let's ice their land.
Which land you feeling? It really does not matter because of the sextant, but I always pick Island.
There's cards that double black.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey! What if our move was actually cool? And we get to play Acacian Javeliers and I don't actually know how you pronounce it. Icatian? Acacian? Let's get down an Aeliopile. Any creature with 3 toughness dies instantly.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry about that. I thought I removed that.
You only had the 1 Innervate.
Okay, 3rd land.
And we have no fear.
Yeah.
They only have the one javelin counter, right?
Yeah, they get one javelin counter, which looks like this.
Yeah, they had a special counter for it. Wasn't there a card that had 3? It was like a 3 mana or like a 5 mana, just 3/3 or something. Neckrite. Wow. Little do they know that we have an Aeolipile in play. Although, do we want to try to get fancy with for one, we can try to get fancy with Ray of Commands to super murder them, but we could also just play a 5 mana 2/2 with First Strike.
You're right. We could Ray of Command to just murder the shit out of that. If the thing is, if we draw a land here, I will want to be able to play our flyer.
Yeah. So let's just attack for 2 and play a 5 mana 2/2 First Strike.
Flyer banding.
Yeah, with banding. You can band with it having First Strike. And then you could give another creature in the band First Strike, which I forget if that actually does. Okay. If we ever band, we'll go over what banding is.
Oh, there's the text if you want to read it yourselves. There's that swapper. Well, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that is dangerous to do. That is also a card we can murder with Ray of Command.
Yeah, or
Although we need double blue to do it though.
well, remember, it doesn't work that way.
Right. Yes, now we just leave the Javelin Leaders back and we give our creature who is not attacking a band attacking. Well, it has effectively 7 cards in hand. That's okay. They still have
They
that.
still have effectively 7 cards in hand. I wonder what they're holding those on to for.
Now we are attacking for 4. And we can put our creatures in a band to attack. And we have a dark banishing. I'm feeling this game is pretty wrapped up. Yes, they have a creature on board that is a 1/5. Yep, they're banded. Being in a band just effectively means you are the one that decides how damage is applied to them, right?
Basically. But they also are like attacking and blocking as a group.
Yeah. So like they blocked our band, we would get to split up the damage. I don't think you can put all of the damage onto one creature. So you can't have Shield Bearer take 7 damage and then the rest of them just not do anything. That's a card we kind of have to kill. Because they have a snow-covered swamp.
Right, but how?
Right.
It's a black creature.
We might have to Ray of Command it and then sacrifice... No, but it only checks if you have the swamp.
And we have a snow-covered swamp, too.
Oh no, we've been owned. I should not have played the snow-covered swamp. Well...
Awkward.
Well, I think we just make do with what we got. Let's see what we draw.
Yeah.
You can Ray of Command the zombie and attack with it, and if they block, then we get to kill it with the Javelin. That was really funny how this game kind of flipped completely.
Well, if we re-command and take their fiend, it doesn't do anything. Like, we can't...
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. It might, because we don't have double blue, so we can't attack for 6 even.
Yeah.
So if we draw Island, then we can trade Ray of Command for Phantasmal Fiend and then just get a Wrath of God.
Well, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that does fairly nothing. So if our opponent is stupid, we could Rave Command the zombies, attack with it and the Falcon. If they block, then we don't get wrathed. But that relies on our opponent being stupid, so I don't agree with it.
I think we just attack with the flyer and then throw the javelin.
Yeah, throw the javelin at them when they activate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really see what else we have here.
If I were our opponent, I would also just crack a sextant on our instep.
I would have cracked those 3 turns ago. Like,
Yeah, I would have cracked them to cast my spells. Unless, of course, they have like a
splash
stupid
color.
splash. Is everybody playing Esper? Is that just what it is?
Again, I felt like the Thalids were really, really strong, so...
Yeah. Although this guy's a common, right? This gangrenous zombie.
Yes. So maybe
Everybody's
not.
if everybody's just got pestilence, then
Yeah.
and dry
Really,
spells around.
really feeling this right now.
Everybody's playing black.
Yeah. Little difficult to have Dark Banishing do anything.
I would describe pestilence as a very good card. I would describe Pyrohemia as a better card.
Okay, opponent's on 8.
They didn't crack their sextant. Maybe they didn't want to get mana burned. Man, imagine if when you played in old sets like this, you played by old. Shuffle a card from your hand into your library. If you do, draw 2 cards at the beginning of the next upkeep. I see.
I love old cards.
Flip your guy, it's free damage.
Flip it.
No.
And there's our 2 cards.
Can we draw a 3/5 with flying?
That'd be nice.
Alternatively, can we draw any creature?
I'll take a threat right now.
Any creature better than Shield Bearer? Barring that, Shield Bearer.
No.
How about Plague?
No.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. If I wanted to land, I wanted a freaking island, right? And then...
Yeah, but...
So we're drawing the... Like, we're going down the list to draw the worst card possible.
Yeah. Well, eventually we have to draw the best card possible when all other cards are removed from the deck. So the last card of our library will be very good. Don't even know what it is. The angel wouldn't win the turn you play it, so it's not that. So, oh man. Then using logic, we've determined that we will draw the angel before we draw the last card of our library.
Because it isn't the best card in the deck.
Because categorically, it would not be very good as the last card. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
So I'm taking 5.
Oh man, do they pump it?
No.
They do not.
And then they play another black creature. Please play the Neckrite. No, the Lot. Their hand is so bad. They just keep using Lotnom Legacy.
Okay, if we Rave Commanded it and then pumped it, it would become a 4/2, right?
Yes, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's
Like-
fairly we had to establish that earlier.
Yeah, we established that earlier. It doesn't kill it. God, they're actually ordered. Fuck.
Yeah, I could do with some Nat Lamb's Legacy right about now.
Yeah, no shit. We could definitely use a couple copies of that. Come on, Neckrite pass. Give me that Neckrite pass.
They are not playing their sextances.
No, they just have these onboard sextants.
How's the draft going? Isn't shade. Well, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, we can steal that for 5 damage.
We can steal that for 5 damage. We can steal that to kill their Phantasmal Fiend. Sadly, we can't give it the Wings of the Aesir to give it +1 power and flying at first strike. That would be...
How slightly better are we talking about? I feel like both of our opponents have had decks about a margin or 2 above us easily.
Yeah, our first round opponent's deck was fairly better than our deck. Our opponent's deck just has some better creatures than ours. Like our top
Well,
end creature is worse than their top end creature.
yeah.
The Phantasmal, the Phantasmal Phantasm is a pretty good creature as far as creatures go, too.
Okay, well, the Black Splash is being basically removed in the sideboard.
The skeleton might still be worth playing, but if not, then we can just
We
rule
can't.
of law them.
We're drawing Reprisal.
Yeah, oh my god, Reprisal is so bad. I can barely think of a card worse than Reprisal.
Planes.
I was trying to trick the deck into drawing Reprisal for us so that if they activated their guy, we
Yeah,
could
we
kill
could
it,
draw
but
it. I
then...
know.
Island, I think, would be the next best draw we could do. Because then we could Ray of Command, and then no matter what they do, we get the 2-for-1 them. No, because then they could just... Yeah, then they knew planes. So we can kill the Shade. We're going to be unable to kill the... We can kill the image, but we can't kill the Shade if they attack with both.
Yeah, and we can... I can't even, like, play Wings of Aesir on... Like, if I stole the Shade, you know, pro-white.
Yeah.
This Dark Banishing is looking just horrible right now.
Dark Banishing is looking fairly terrible. Man, and the Barb Sextants is also just letting them activate the Phantasmal Fiend. But okay,
There's a splash.
there comes the new Daredevil. Okay.
Yo, I'd like to draw one of our Barb Sextants.
I would not hate that. So we can't... We can go to 1.
Uh-huh. Need you to play an 8-power creature. F!
Well, they finally played something we can Dark Banishing, so we're not dead.
Yeah.
That only works if we draw Island off of the Screeching Drake.
Yep.
I don't know if our deck is considerably worse than our opponents, or if we just flooded and they had Natlam's Legacy to not be flooded.
No!
Ah, here comes the skeleton ship.
Okay.
Okay, so, well, anyways.
Dark Vanishings can leave.
Royal Decree seems great.
Yeah. Let's cut down one of this. Like, cut down that snow-covered swamp.
So our black card is Skeleton Ship, which would be pretty good there, because it would just completely ruin their Phantasmal Phantasm.
Yep.
And would eventually deal with the Shade.
It's very slowly.
Well, after a while, it could block the Shade, and then you're cooking with gas. Is Ashnod Silex better than Elven Lyre? Probably.
It's card draw.
It removes planes from the top of our deck, so it can't be to that point.
Right. You have to look at 2 planes and an island, and you have to pick the island in your hand. It's pretty good for that.
Now you put one of them back on top of your library, my Droog.
So,
It's an index, not a...
oh, that's still better than literally any other card we have here. Okay.
Sure. I forgot we removed Swamp when we had Viscera Drone, but whatever. We still have 3 Swamps.
So I feel like the weakness of our deck is that we just have cards. Our opponents have had plans.
Yeah. Little did they know that we're going to attack them with a 2/3 flyer, and it'll be good enough this time. Soluvanite Temple.
Yep.
It's kind of like a depletion land. I see.
Uh-huh.
Are you prepared to just immediately use that?
Yeah, it seems like the specifically the blue-black plan looks miles above every other plan that we've seen so far.
That could have been why we were having such a hard time drafting those colors. They're
Right.
probably overdrafted. Because you can kind of guess that the white plan is just going to be worse than every other plan. Like we
You're
have,
in old sets. The white plan's always going to be worse than every other plan. That's how
your white cards are subsidized. I think specifically by like Armored Griffin.
Our deck contains Shield Bearer. I think that might be the.
Yeah, we did say that. I did note that Shield Bearer among the worst cards ever made. We only had one unplayable card in our deck, and it was this one. Its other cards have been functionally unplayable, like Reprisal.
Yes. It's interesting just how bad Reprisal has been.
Yeah, just because of how terrible creatures were back here.
And here's the full sweep.
Listen, if they do that, I do not care. Like,
Fair.
yes, please, by all means, activate your Cancrenous zombies. We are going to attack for 2 and, like, innervate your mountain or whatever. Because there is little else we care for if you murdered all of the creatures in play except for Griffin. Really, it would just be all creatures would be sweeped. So there's actually some thought in innervating their Homerid and like to force them to make that decision now, but
Yeah.
we wouldn't draw the card if we did that.
That's the problem. That's also why I
It's-
didn't target the swamp. I don't want them to be able to counterspell that move.
Yeah. So they can wipe the board. Doing so would actually just be a 3 for 3 because they would get one of their mountain, or would get their swamp. They'd be off black if they did that. And they just played an island. So we're actually in a fine position right now.
Okay, funnily enough, they can't do it. They can't wipe the board.
Yeah, because
They have to sack the
they won't control a snow-covered swamp.
Yeah.
So I think we just don't do anything until the time comes. Okay. I think if we can play Shield Bearer because that's A, it's safe, and B, it'll pump our Azen Crusaders.
Yeah.
So
it's awful, and
it's awful, but it does something. The card categorically does something.
Has text. Dark Vanishing, cool.
Get him, Crusader, or Shield Bearer. If we draw a swamp, you can be sacrificed. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Second
Although
snow-covered
they drew a swamp, so they can play Isan Shade or Necrite. Okay.
I don't care about Necrite.
Yeah, we don't care about Necrite. We have an O3 in play. And we have an Aliopile. Do you want to There's okay.
Do you want to alien pile the zombies? Is that the
Or even the guy. Their Homerid. I think both of those are reasonable decisions to make.
I say we wait and force it at certain times a little later here. There's no reason to do it right now, but
yeah, there's no reason.
Mostly because I still don't have the damn 5th land. Like,
yeah, we don't have a 5th land, but things aren't so bad. All of our opponent's cards are better than our cards, but somehow they're aligning together to become not so bad.
They're off the triple black.
Sure.
It's a reprisal target if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. I mean, have we ever seen one? We
No,
might.
no, we haven't. That's the thing. We never see one. Buddy.
Yeah. We just block with an 0-3. Hell yeah. I have the power of God.
I'll block with the creatures that are going to die to their onboard sweeper. Right? Like,
Yeah. Although granted, their creature also dies to the onboard sweeper, so
alright. Where do we pull the trigger right now?
well, if we blow up their zombie, they sacrifice it to either tap it or they sacrifice it to their Homerid. If we blow up their Homerid, they sacrifice the Homerid in a swamp to kill a 1/1. Or if they're smart, Shield Bearer.
Right? Okay, not even... They aren't willing to sack the swamp.
Okay. I feel like now we can safely play the Crusaders because it's a
I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna, like...
because if we aren't playing that, we just kind of sit and don't do anything.
Sure, alright. Here's the best creature in our deck.
Because now if they pop their guy, it
It doesn't kill it.
yeah, because it
Because there's
only
a shield
kills
bearer. It kills...
yeah, because there's a shield bearer in play. Now if the shield bearer ever gets into combat,
God. Send help.
so we can't block. We really just can't block anymore. So they can attack with their water courser.
Well, if they... Yeah, and I'm just gonna take the hit.
We're at 20.
We're at 20.
So yeah, they could hit us for a maximum of like 5 damage here if they really wanted it.
6, they want to stretch. Oh boy. So they have a 5-drop, huh?
Oh, is it better than Kildoran's Sky Captain? No.
No.
They have a not Nom's Legacy.
I hate that this is a 1/3 that makes a 1/2 counter.
Yeah. Well, the bone you get its hide, but you cannot use its bones, gens. So if we attack with the captain, they block with armor throw.
We first strike, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so we have first strike, so nothing matters. We can just attack. And then when they attack with their water courser, we'll see if they play around reprisal or not. Oh ho, onboard tricks.
First strike. I can't let anything take any damage ever.
No, we can't let it can't take damage. Okay, because the that kills our first strike guy.
That's fine.
Yes.
This was gonna happen.
Yes. I don't know why they're doing it now. Now we can start playing our Sky Captains.
Yeah, now I can start playing our Sky Captains.
Do they want back the spirits on the defense? Because then we can attack with a band. And
no blocks, please.
Pump it twice. Once. Oh man, they did it! Oh man, they did it!
They did it! waiting for a target for this card for like literally a year.
Yeah, it's like the 4th game we've had that card in our
Oh my
hand.
god! After
And they
10,000 years,
just pass, or do they have a play?
main 2 is another copy of the zombies.
Okay, so we're not playing. Okay, we can attack. We can attack this turn, and then I think we play the Javelineers.
Sure.
Oh, okay, no. If we play the Sky Captain, then they just pop it on their next turn. Do we accept that?
1 for 1.
Yeah. Because if they don't pop it, then we just leave back the Crusaders and attack with the 5/2 in the air. So like, we can't do anything about the Gangrenous zombie. Thus,
God, our entire shit. That's Isan Shade.
yeah, Ishan
Fuck.
Shade is probably
Fuck,
bad.
that's game for us because look at this pro white.
No, we're not game yet. Because if we can play Royal Decree, so we attack for 2.
Mm-hmm.
They have to decide if they want to take damage or not.
Okay.
And now we can play just to play out our hand.
Yeah. Because the
And if we draw,
cool thing about this is that like making our Crusader a 5/5 to crack back actually makes the clock in our favor.
yeah, especially if we could make the Crusader a 6/6.
Yes.
Because our opponent is effectively at 8 because of the Javelineer.
Oh my god, our banding means that we can. My god, this is so dumb.
We can attack as a band if we're willing to let the pair die.
Well, we also have the. We can like. Oh god, oh my god, this is
If the Sky Captain doesn't let the band fly, right?
No, you need the whole band to have flying, if I remember this right. Any creatures with banding and up to 1 without can attack in a band. Bands are blocked as a group. Any creatures with banding control are...
Yeah, you divide the damage. Meteor shower.
That fucking sucks.
Okay, we found their red splash.
Yeah.
Okay, so they 2 for 1 us. We're still not out of it yet. A Royal Decree would be really nice right about now. Because
Okay.
it means they can't play spells or attack without the crackback becoming difficult.
Obviously, they have another card here because they didn't...
That's they were running net lambs. Like, okay, planes. No, my God!
Alright, okay, alright.
Sadly, they've killed most of our flyers, and this is going to make them not attack with their Ishan Shade, maybe.
They'll attack with the Isan Shade. 1 damage is worth it.
Yeah, because they do have us dead in 2 turns.
The thing is, so this makes our clock...
Yeah, they tapped a swamp to do that. They should have done it in response.
They should have done that in response. That's a bad play. 1 damage is all that changes this clock. That's literally enough to change the clock here.
So they're at 5 now.
Yeah, because they go to 5. If they attack, they go to 4. If we attack back, they go to 1, and they can't attack with Isan Shade anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have to wait out our cumulative upkeep.
Shit. Okay. So they draw 3 here. Tap out.
Yeah, just tap all of your swamps and mountains for fun. See what happens. See all the triggers that happen.
No attacks.
No attacks. They're afraid. Okay, we play white here. Yo!
Hello?
Okay, they go to 1. They can no longer attack. Okay, do they have Dark Banishing?
Go to 1, turns off all of their lands.
They can still tap islands.
They can still tap islands. They are now down to just blue.
Okay, so they need a blue spell.
Uh-huh.
That
They need to bounce Royal Decree.
They need to bounce Royal Decree. They could bounce our creature, which would also just work.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh
Should we
my
board?
God.
Okay. Do we have anything that could be better than Reprisal? Because they know about it now.
Oh yeah, it's useless now. All right, so Reprisal's bad. Actually, Silex is not the card I thought it was. I thought it drew the card.
Nah, it did tops of decks. Inheritance.
Sacred
Boon.
Sacred Boon to stop.
Sacred Boon actually seems great against their zombies.
It stops it on 1. Yeah.
And even then, it puts 2 counters on whatever you do. If to kill a lot of creatures and our creatures are all cheap and sucky, then Inheritance could possibly do anything. But Elven Liar could also just be a way to survive a zombie attack.
Yeah, or Pump for. I can't believe we actually got to play the goddamn Royal
Decree not only did we got to play it, not only that, it actually won.
It won the
Our
game.
opponent made a mistake, but then the draw after that would have meant they would have died anyways.
Right.
Yeah, the Royal Decree doesn't stop, quote unquote, those things, but it do we want to?
I'm actually fine with this hand.
This has got 2 cantrips in it, and it has a skeleton ship.
And has a skeleton ship.
If we can play skeleton portent. I love portent. Oh man, our opponent's playing with such a powerful card compared to every card in our deck, because even bad Ponder is still Ponder.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn 1, the difference between Ponder and portent is like negligible.
I want you to know I almost F6'd through that.
Yeah, we play our sexty. We get our sexty down.
I saw that effect and I was like, oh, pass. And that would have full passed the turn.
Yeah, then next turn we like innervate their swamp.
Sweet.
Okay. Just make a time walk here.
Yeah.
More like exhaustion, but exhaustion is close enough to a time walk that they play it in the turns decks in modern.
Okay, from here we can use Barb Sextant on anything because we have full fixing forever.
Yeah.
So I probably will use it on our 4.
Yeah, so here we just get the liar down.
Yeah.
Make our Screeching Drake zombie proof for a turn.
Mm-hmm. And if we can get that skeleton ship, oh, I will feel so good if we can get that on 5.
Yeah, skeleton. Skeleton warriors.
Skeleton. Platinum's Legacy, so they draw 3 on their turn.
Shuffle away a land and then draw 2 cards. Nalam's Legacy is a good card for as far as like can't things go. Okay.
Skeleton ship pretty much.
Skeleton ship seems pretty great.
Yeah, stuffs that one.
Mono empty your money pool, man. Yeah. Draw a card.
I want to be able to draw so I have better choices on the Screeching Drake.
Heliopile also good.
Yeah.
Would just discard planes to Screeching Drake, I imagine.
I might actually play the Heliopile first.
Okay.
Because they can't really...
Means they couldn't flip their guy.
Yeah.
We're going to get attacked for 5 once. That's when we play our skeleton ship.
Unless we play the ship on 6.
Just to protect it with the Elven Lyre.
Yeah. Or the Aelia pile.
What do they have that can kill Skeleton Ship though? Just double zombie?
I don't actually think they have anything that can.
Yeah, like I don't think that, I think Skeleton Ship is invincible. Now if they play Izon Shade, it's not great.
Oh my
Okay.
fucking god.
A 5/4. Spined Worm. Got it. That's good. We can deal with it. It's going to suck, but yeah, the only way they have to deal with Skeleton Ship I can think of is this double zombie or the Squire.
Yeah.
Squire's it, but we got an Aelia pile in play.
Okay. So if we can untap with... Yep, there's the first zombie.
There's the first zombie.
Yeah, and this is where we take the full 10.
We boarded out our reprisal.
I know.
That's funny.
So they only have the one zombie, so I'm okay. Like, I don't have to... And I'm also holding the Sacred Boon, so things aren't actually... I think we play the Shield Bearer and pass.
Yeah, I think we can do that. We can use a combination of Elven Lyre and Sacred Boon to do stupid things.
Yes.
That'll make Skeleton Ship into a 2/5 into a 2/6. There's math happening.
Yeah.
End of the day, Shield Bearer might just eat like a chump.
I feel like Shield Bearer might just be eating the Red Cliff Armada here. Or I can band.
You can band, and then you apply. If you do that right, then that just works, right? Like,
Yeah. So I think...
and worst things worse, you can just apply all the damage to Shield Bearer, and the chump just happens anyways. It just be blocked in a band.
Yeah, alright. I think I might Aelia pile the zombies to force a start here.
Okay, let's Aelia pile the zombies.
Because they, you know, what do they do? Activate it?
Yes.
Okay. That actually changes my line a lot. I think we just block the Red Cliff Armada.
Yeah, Red Cliff Armada has 2 damage on it. We can block it with Shield Bearer and an Elven Lyre.
And kill it.
Actually, should we block it with Skeleton Ship? No, then we can't Elven. Okay,
Then we can't. Elven Lyre costs mana.
Yeah, otherwise we could use Sacred Boon and just get the trade. Now we can just get the trade here.
Yeah, this actually works in our favor.
This is 2 for 2.
So...
Shield Bearer steps in. Elven Lyre. And then I think we just tap the Skeleton Ship to put a -1/-1 counter on the guy.
At the end step.
Yeah.
I'll wait, because if they play, like, Tim or something like that.
Dry Spell.
Oh my god. I don't have my Sacred Boon up anymore. So here's my ship.
There goes our ghost ship.
That's okay, because we finally have dealt with everything of, like, consequence.
Yeah, now we can just play, like... Now we can play Screeching Drake. No, we can play, like...
How about Screeching Drake?
Yeah, because we have 6 mana here. Yeah, that's our biggest creature, but the big thing is they can just block, I mean, attack with Gangrenous Zombie. But then we still just use our Sacred Boon.
Yeah, that's what Sacred Boon's for if they attack. So
That'll make it into a 4/4, which will let it block the.
not a 4/4. It doesn't prevent next 2 damage. It'll be dealt 2 target creatures. So target this.
I said to be a 2/4
Yeah, I'll be a 2/4. So I can step in front of the Phantasmal Fiend forever.
because they can attack us down to 2
Oh,
here.
they've got their okay. Yep. Flying Menace.
Oh my god.
Luckily for us, we have a flying first striker.
No, but are we dead here?
No,
Okay.
because they couldn't attack us for full there. They'll bring us to 1 with that.
Oh, yep, so we block.
We also now have Ray of Command as a kill spell on Phantasmal Fiend if we untap with it.
Okay, combat medic makes combat weird,
Yep.
but doesn't do anything this turn.
Okay. They just
Yeah,
want
they
the
finally do
card.
that.
Well, the thing is, they have a fireball that could just kill us, right? Like,
They
so.
they do have a fireball that could kill us.
Okay.
And they drew another barbed sextant.
If combat happens. Okay, Armor Thrall. Triple Pump with Z Spirit. No attacks.
How do barbs help a sextant? You got me.
Okay, this is so tense right now. No cards in hand for the opponent.
We need them to make a move so that we can draw the angel and then play it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we'll be blocking as a band, right?
And we can activate the combat medic as well. We can activate that 3 times. Does combat medic say creature or player, or is it just creature? Would be dealt to any target. We're getting a little low on clock, but that's fine.
I'm aware. It's first strike damage.
3 and 3.
And then prevent 2 and. Welcome to banding on defense, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So armor throw is a little bit annoying.
Yeah, like they can armor up the Wind Spirit. Welcome to banding on defense. Banding is, I don't actually think banding's great. I think it's just way too goddamn complex. Oh my god.
It's pretty dang complicated.
Okay, so
For
we can
how
kill the
simple it is.
we can kill the Phantasmal Fiend. I need a way to like open up the board here.
Yeah, so that we can like attack. We're actually pretty invincible with the combat medic in play, actually.
Yeah. So our problem's clock, and also they have a fireball. Like,
They have a fireball. We need a way to kill them. Well, if we attack as a band, that is a way to maybe kill them.
It's true.
But we need another flyer in play if we do that.
Because right now they can like activate Armor Throw on Wind Spirit and then we'll have a 4/4 blocker.
And a 4/4 attacker.
Hold on. 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay, I'm just looking at like Ray of Command on their flyer. Oh shit.
Are we just dead?
We just dead. If they have the fireball, we're gone.
Are we allowed to die with dignity? Yes. Okay. Oh my god. We are not allowed to die with dignity. Nope. Yeah, X+1.
X+1.
We die with dignity.
We die with dignity because I played the Sky Captain there. Because
yeah.
we need to make forward progress on that 2 minute, on that time, or else we're not winning. So I have to make the call sooner or later to pull that trigger.
Yeah. Plus, we needed like ways to deal with Wind Spirit as well. That was a good battle.
That was a fun battle.
Okay.
I feel like that was see, the first one was just like a rush down against a deck that probably would beat us 9 games out of 10. This one felt like a slog out that felt really good.
Yeah, where they had the dry spell to kill. They boarded in their dry spell because
they
of all of our
boarded in their
X-ones.
island home creature or whatever.
Yeah, if we hadn't, honestly, if we had left in reprisal, that game would have been very different. Also, if our skeleton ship had survived. Like, I believe that forcing the action with Heliopile there was correct. It ended up not working out for us favorably, but it was still the correct thing to do.
Yeah. Dry spell. I love like all of these ending up like this, especially like the fact that they had a fireball, but we did like if we could catch the right position, we could counter it, right? Like
yeah.
All right, round 3 against. Okay.
Dr. Platypus. Let's get a W against Dr. Platypus. There is a unique counter for kelp tokens. They got new art for kelp.
Yep.
I don't know if they got new art or if they just like found an art that previously had kelp on it and dropped it. But they did indeed. We saw kelp in the first game when our opponent had an extremely powerful engine. With how often we draw lands, this is absolutely unkeepable, right?
Uh-huh.
Whereas this is just like fine.
Yeah, I'll just put like Wings of Aether here on the bottom.
I think it would be absolute. Yep. Okay, no, they played an artifact creature, but this is Dark Banishing, not terror,
right, this
so we're good.
Works. Just sorry, my reaction of I'm playing Dark Banishing against 3 black players in a row feels just.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason they don't print. Why didn't? Oh, it's supposed to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not vampire bats. Rotothopter is a strange card. Yeah, they could print that card nowadays if it just didn't have the vampire bats text on it, like had the just 2 mana fire breathing on an 0/1 0/2 flyer for 1.
It kind of exists. Yeah, I think they could do that. There's a card, the Lochthwain Gargoyle, that's basically that, right? Because it has 4 mana for
similar,
+2 power.
But it also gains the flying on the activation.
Yeah.
Okay, we take 2. They missed a land drop. Or where did we go first? We went first, so they didn't miss a land drop.
They did miss a land drop.
Anyways, let's just go. We have little to do.
Yeah.
If they pump, I think we just take it.
I don't care.
Brine Shaman.
Oh, hey, look.
We found that they decided to sacrifice something into the Alea pile.
I will kill that immediately.
Yeah, because Brine Shaman is too good not to do that. Let's play a 2/3 flyer. Get him! Fireball!
Why?
Hey, maybe they somehow make their Rotosopter big enough.
The thing is, they're missing all these land drops, and we could be, like, rushing them down with anything, but we have nothing right now.
We drew a lot of lands.
We always draw a lot of lands.
Case in point.
For some reason, this deck is just...
all lands.
You know, 17, it feels like 22, like...
It feels... I think it might feel like it just because we have very little card selection at all. Like...
I don't think that's it. Like, this is 4 spells, right? Like...
yeah... well, it's because we never draw or play Screeching Drake. Our 1 card selection thing. Armor Thrall, yeah. That could make either of our removal spells better.
Like, an opponent who missed a play 4 turns in a row, and our punishment for that has been attacking 4 times with a 2-power creature. And now they get to recover.
A creature that dies to Dark Banishing.
Yeah, okay. A creature that dies to Dark Banishing, huh?
Let's do that now.
Nah, we can wait.
We have infinite mana. Okay, they're making leagues for these master sets probably just for fun, and the master sets exist to make old cards to happen on MTGO.
So I could just Dark Banishing the Armor Thrall when they go, or the Roto...
Yeah, we could do that. Do we have any black spells we want to resolve through a guy?
Skeleton Ship.
So Skeleton Ship might be 5 mana, tap target creature. Its controller loses 1 life. Yep, they're just old cards. Cards that before that just didn't exist on this.
The entire point of this set was just print a bunch of old cards.
Yep, so you've got your dual lands. You got your... well, look how the look of that card changes when you zoom in on. You probably do we hold land in case we draw Screeching Drake?
I should
We'll draw another one. It's fine. And plus, Reprisal is just as good to discard.
Yeah, I was gonna say Reprisal's a dead card, so. Armor Thrall again. They didn't want to counter it.
It's true. They could counter Armor Thrall. That's very erudite. If you'd have noticed that. So they can attack here in a band if they want to.
Yeah, and this isn't enough to block it.
Yeah, we would be trading our Royal Trooper for nothing.
Then we could use a Javelin counter to make that work.
We could, because then that would be 5. Nope, that still wouldn't work, because they have 6 toughness.
Well, 5 would kill something.
Yeah, because then they would have to go 3 and 3.
Oh, that means Ray of Command is counter target black spell. Hell yes.
Yeah, Ray of Command. Excellent.
Good.
I think we may have finally found the opponent that mediocre flying creatures may be good against.
Is it because they look like us?
Yeah, it's because they look like us.
Like, they look like they're a deck that's trying to play mediocre flying creatures.
Well, they haven't played that many mediocre flying creatures. They've been playing reasonably efficient.
I'm gonna call that a mediocre flying creature.
They did play a mediocre flying creature, but they've been playing reasonable ground creatures.
Dark Lace it.
Yes, Dark Lace and then counter. If that happened, it would be so beautiful.
Or whatever the I don't know the name of the lace, but you know what I'm talking about, clearly.
Death Lace.
Death Lace, yeah. Death Lace, counter spell.
I don't know if that is what it's actually called. I was just guessing.
Whatever.
It is, in fact, called Death Lace.
Death Lace. Okay, resolved. So our flyers can attack in a band now.
They can. Skull Catapult.
Ah!
That is beautiful creature. Beautiful
Holy
thing.
shit.
So they can trade armor throw for our flying creature, and they can do that
Yes.
now because it's not a creature.
Yeah, so they can't get rid of the armor griffin. Armor griffin has 3 toughness.
Yeah, they can get rid of Keldorn Sky Captain. Opponent has multiple self-sacrifice things. Are they playing anything that makes tokies, or
Yeah, maybe.
are they just willing to accept that their mediocre creatures can be thrown in the skull catapult? Let's attack. Sure, we'll band. Okay, if they're banded together, the skull catapult still works, right?
Combat damage.
Yeah.
There's no way you let this through.
Yeah, goodbye armor's roll.
Okay.
Are we gonna really get there with 10 attacks from
I
armor
think we're getting
griffin?
there with 10 attacks from armor griffin.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get our opponent to 2, Order of Late Beer or Order of the Sacred Torch don't counter shit. Like,
Do they have a creature that can kill Acacian Javelineers with the skull catapult? No, they just have a good creature.
okay, pro everything we have in play, huh?
Luckily, that's first strike and not flying.
Yeah, that's not the one that jumps.
Oh my god, their deck is as bad as ours is.
Holy shit.
Okay, but they found a use for Shield Bear. Okay.
Then this attacks as a band. Yeah!
Band, yeah. Get him. Yeah, we don't care. We're at 19. You might have to care at some point, but
Yeah.
that's what jumping is for.
Okay, my kingdom for
Spell.
not a land. Yeah! They tapped it out!
Yeah, perfect timing! I'm dabbing right now in real life. Take that, Knight of Stromgald. Taste skeleton ship.
Skeleton. You got the skull catapult, we got the skeleton ship.
Yeah, well, the sad thing is if we put a counter on the Knight of Stromgald, they can just catapult it at the Acacian Javeliers, which will then deal 1 damage to them. So we got this long line of chain of supply.
Yes.
It might be reasonable to chump with the Javelineers this turn.
I think because it's gonna die. I'm so happy that skeleton ship showed up as they tapped out.
Because chumping makes us
They
jumping. Yeah, they're just gonna do it now.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Okay. 1 damage to you. Throw my javelin. Somebody threw a shield bearer at me. Our opponent is playing multiple shield bearers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get attacked for a fair amount
And
here.
they correctly banned.
Yeah. So we take 7 here.
Yeah. Because blocking with the skeleton ship doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that just happens. We play our own flying creature. Skeleton ship coming together to be a beautiful thing.
Okay, we got a 1. We have to be a little careful of, like, some sort of Hadoken.
It could be reasonable to just chump Flying Griffin.
Yeah, because they have a skull catapult for a bit of reach. But, okay. Alright, begin the sideboard.
So, for once, Dark Banishing doesn't feel terrible. Royal Decree could be okay. Reprisal just doesn't do anything.
Reprisal's been dead forever.
So we might as well just kill some of their swamps. I could also see like Elven Lyre.
Yeah.
Or even just Krovikan Fetish.
Get our creatures outside of the range of catapult.
Like either that or Thrall would be interesting for that use. Do you have any other cards that are bad? You want to play, take that out, put in a Krovikan Fetish, put in an Armor Thrall, put in a Swamp over one of the Infinite Planes in the deck?
Sounds good to me. Are there bad cards in the deck?
Hey, no, no. Right now, there's only one. There's no more terrible cards in our deck, just bad ones. We're now, we got rid of the Shield Bearer, which has been instrumental to our games.
It's
before.
true. We have literally had the card be the key to success. Yes. I don't actually like the hand too much, but I'll keep it because I actually.
It's got interaction. We'll draw the islands to make our skeleton ship.
We draw 1,000 lands anyway.
Yeah.
It's a again. I hate that throw is a 1/3 that makes a 1/2 counter.
Granted, we do draw plains a lot. I'm not sure how often we draw island and swamp. But we got an Aeolipile and we got swamps to burn.
Yep. This deck has +1/+2 counters, -1, -1, +1, +1. It also has +0, +1 counters.
Yeah. So the Brine Shaman is just +2/+2 on sacrifice a creature.
Yeah, in their deck it's a lot less. They're not actually blue.
Yeah, the Brine Shaman part is the blue part's really disgusting. Plus they don't have a lot of creatures they can make just to.
Yeah. Javelin counters.
We do have javelin counters as well. They killed our Aeolipile.
Annihilated. Obliterated.
I accept. Deploy the 3/3s. So if all we do now is just draw planes, we can probably just win.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, alright, hard to...
Okay, now we need... Well, okay. If we draw... Okay, now we can just win with a 2/3.
Here's evasive creatures.
Yeah, because that thing could be a 6/6.
Yeah.
But we can make our guy bigger than a 6/6 over time.
They brought in Disenchant?
They brought in Disenchant against our Aeolipile. Okay, here's a question. What if they didn't bring in any cards? What if they're playing their 60? Or they're not their 60, but their 40 best cards?
Could be.
Well, deploy the Krovikan Sky Captains.
Here we go.
Kill Doran. I'm so sorry. Not Krovikan. The Krovikans are the bad guys.
Yeah. Barb Sextant to cycle because they need a 4th land.
Yeah.
The thing is, they have all these sack effects, but no, like...
Yeah, they're just playing them honest. Their sack outlet has been... Or their sack fodder has been Shield Bearer. Case in point.
Speaking of... Yeah,
speaking of.
Check them out, hooting and hollering.
It's one of the best skeleton arts of all time.
Yeah, I love these. They make me think of the
band cover. Yeah, they are Roy Harryhausen.
Yeah, extremely. So you can't regenerate through sacrifice, by the way. That's a question that every single person in the world asks upon first seeing the card.
Yep, that is ye olde. Deploy the Sky Captains, but now attacking with our champion doesn't make any sense because they didn't just regenerate. So we just attack for 6. Or attack for 4, rather.
Yep.
Make a band. What does banding do? They attack, or essentially, what banding does is they attack as a group, which means you put them on top of each other, And if they block, you're the one who assigns combat damage, not your
Yeah,
opponent.
so if these are in a band and our opponent blocks with 3 power, we can have 2 damage to the Griffin, 1 to the Sky Captain, and nothing happens.
Yes. Here's
We've
one of the
used
better.
that's effectively the only effective banding. Like,
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of text that explains that. Yeah. Deploy the flyers. Attack for 6. And then we can play a scout, which is a soldier
yep,
scout.
makes us a 6/6, and it'll hand off first strike. They have not printed banding in outside of jokes in like decades.
Yeah, shield bearer. Did it get time shifted?
No, Acathian Javelineers did.
Yeah,
Because I
and
played
Squire.
Javelineers. Old Fogey was like, again, when I say joke, you know.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't javelin. It was not the card we're playing. It was like a 5 mana 3/3 with the javelineer ability, wasn't it? It
No,
had like
it was
3
I
counters.
played just standard Javelineers in standard. It was a way
Man,
you used it to kill Dark Confidants. It was dumb.
and that's
It
reasonable.
was your way. It was the way your white deck killed Confidant. Like it ruled.
Although you had I said after that you got Sunlands, which is a more
Sure.
reasonable card to play. But before that,
Yeah, but you know, like that draw.
deploy the birds.
Bird.
You may have finally found an opponent who's weak to 2-powered flyers.
Get in the band.
So June 1997, the last time they made banding.
I think Old Fogey had banding.
True. Ode Fogey was a little after that. That was like 2003-ish, right?
Holy shit!
Prevent the next 7 damage that be dealt to you this turn. If a creature put... Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, check this shit out. This is the card in Force of Will's cycle. By the way, that's a cycle.
Yeah.
Just if you weren't aware, Force of Will was a cycle.
Uh-huh.
All right, they get to prevent the next 7 damage. And if it was a creature, cool, that's Fog. That's 5 mana Fog. We in it.
The red one also sees plays sometimes, though, right?
The red one. I've also seen Contagion, I think is the name of the black one, like once or twice.
Contagion sees play in sideboards. What's the red one called? What's it?
Pyrotechnics? Pyrokinesis?
Pyrokinesis.
It's pyro something. I want to say pyrokinesis sounds right. And then
Yeah.
there was like a fake giant growth you could split that was also counters that got it's a giant growth you can split, but it's in the most arbitrary, ridiculous way possible, where it's like put up to 3 +1/+1 counters split between targets at the end of the turn. Remove the counters if they're still there. Like,
You know what the craziest thing about that cycle is? Force of Will has a life cost on it for no reason.
it's because they
You
thought it was
pay
more powerful.
Yeah, but there is absolutely no way in today's economy that they would. Kildorn Outpost, excellent. There's no way.
Everybody talking shit about the white castle.
Yeah,
This card was a standard winner.
but like,
The shape of the board vaguely UFO like.
yeah, but okay, deploy the birds. But back in the old days,
Mhm.
they made sure to leave it black too. Excellent. Okay.
So they finally found their card that lets them use all their sacrifice effects on their final turn.
Yeah, that makes it better. I like their deck a little bit better then, but they're still playing Shield Bear. We got one.
We got 3 wins. 3 game wins. Look, that deck was not great. It wasn't. No, that's all I can say about it.
It's not the worst limited deck I've seen.
No, it had some fun. I enjoyed our game. The like skeleton ship game where we were fighting tooth and nail forever.
We almost got there, and by almost got there, we almost lost to not the fireball, and then we lose to the fireball.
Yeah,
but that was fun. I enjoyed this a lot.
So yeah, Masters Edition. This is a format. This is a world. This is old Magic. There's 2 more of these sets. They'll be, again, 2 weeks apart from each other, and expect me to be doing all of them because I think they're cool, and I want to show off more and more of this like old ass draft format that's not a draft format. That's like
Yeah,
these.
they didn't think about this being a draft format. They didn't design it that way.
They designed the first one to try to play with. I think they said try to play with 10th edition. I think this one was designed a little bit more as a draft format. But like the thing is, there aren't card choices like we included this as an uncommon signpost for the. No, there's none of that because the entire point of this set is to print cards that don't exist.
Yeah.
Because and some of the really really old dumb stuff printed in early Magic. See again, the entire point of this set is to get all those cards on Magic Online. To not print those would not get them on Magic Online, so the set would have failed to do its job. So they need to print even the dumbest of card.
Yeah, so like, yeah, we've got this terrible white spell that nobody is ever going to play. No one's ever going to play Scars of the Veteran. Maybe.
Anti, I think, is the exception because those do not. This was designed for vintage.
Yep. Yeah, I guess it's for Vintage and Legacy, and neither of those sets have any of the anti cards.
I also, like, how would you deal with like Chaos
how do you do
Star
anti? Yeah,
or Chaos Orb?
Yeah, how do you do Chaos Orb on Moto? The only way to do it would be like to roll a dice, but that doesn't work because the card has physical skill involved in using it. So
Right, and it could flip over on more than one card.
yeah,
Yeah, you're falling. I said Chaos Star, combining the two.
yeah, Chaos Star. Chaos Star is Falling Star plus.
Yeah, they printed Wood Elemental in Masters 4 because they had to print it because the entire point was to get every card. Like, they wanted Magic Online Vintage to match real life. And the only way to do that is to actually
have every card. Because there's the outside chance that some forgotten ancient card might possibly do anything in a combo or a competitive deck without you being able to realize it.
Right.
Obviously, that's not going to be true for 99% of cards. But if anybody had seen like that card, that was a really old card that's discard a card gets +4 toughness, like that thing.
Yeah, Tireless Tribe.
Nobody would have thought Tireless Tribe would have been anything, but then it became a pauper deck.
Or
so.
I guess one of the most recent examples of that was actually a joke that somebody pulled over the vintage community with like Pirate Tribal when Ixalan came out.
Mm-hmm.
And they like faked, like they basically lied on the internet about this deck winning some sort of qualifier 5-0 whatever, but it included like Rishadan Cut Purse, and some and it all of a sudden jumped the cost of certain Mercadian Masks cards by $15. But the other examples of things like that are like, how long did Dark Depths exist before Hexmage was printed?
Yeah, like you never know.
All of a sudden, a card that like, oh wow, maybe I could build a cat. Like, I don't know. All of a sudden, becomes the most broken deck in a format. So
yeah, Death Shadow is another one of the long-term bad cards that became a good card later.
Yeah, like which I think the biggest thing that made Death Shadow like turn was just it wasn't a specific printing of a card. It was like a turning of the wheel when people realized, like, wait, Gitaxian Probe, Thoughtseize, Dismember.
Yeah, so they eventually thought about it. Because all those cards actually existed for a fair amount of time, but nobody was like...
Delve, I think Delve also, like, pushed it a little over when you have Tassiger.
Yeah, somebody probably had the idea, what if I play Gerbag Angler with Stubborn Denial? And then from there...
So
what probably happened was somebody realized that Delver of Secrets was unplayable. And they're like, well, what do we play other than Delver of Secrets? Well, we look at Gatherer for every blue or red or black 1-drop, and then they had an idea. Yeah. Anyways,
anyway, I even, going 1 win, 2 losses, even just, I love seeing all these cards. I love showing all these cards to you, and I hope you all enjoy seeing them as well, because they're ancient. We're going to be seeing more portal pulls, by the way, in the next couple, because that's one that, they need to get on Magic Online, so we're going to see Horsemanship soon.
Can we open a 3 visits?
We could open a 3 visits. We could open Lubu.
A Lubu? Well,
Lubu! He's coming to destroy us!
And actually, we went Jai Dune.
Jiaodu.
One eye.
Here's the thing: Lubu's actually a really strong card because it's Volcanic Dragon.
Yeah, Lubu is rather good, but
Yeah, but yeah, Jiaodu. Oh,
Sao Sao maybe. What does Sao Sao do in Magic? I forget. You look it up. Sao Sao, what do you do? Oh, there's
do you
Sao
pump your team?
Sao Sao, Lord of Wei. On your turn before you attack, you may tap Sao Sao to force your opponent to choose and discard 2 cards. It's a 5-mana 3/3.
Yeah, and then there's
Sao Rin. That's would be Sao Sao's son, I believe.
cousin.
Where's
It's actually
it says it
it
on the
literally
card.
says it on the card.
Yeah, he had a son, and like Sao Sao was the one who won the Romance Kingdom battles. That's why he's the bad guy. So
So like this is so yeah, again, this is we're gonna be seeing these, around. So we're gonna be seeing certain cards exist on again, certain cards had to exist on Magic Online in any way. So some of these you can see are like promo printings. I think these might not even be in the set. So
oh man,
yeah.
we will find out.
Well, yeah, but we'll learn together.
Later.
We'll learn together in a couple weeks. So anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Gnomebitten, for joining. If you want to have a good time later today, Gnomebitten's going to be doing Halloween streaming.
Yeah, but I can't advertise that here. Just follow me on Twitter.
Just yeah, you know where to go.
I'm doing nothing illegal.
You know where to go. If you want to catch more of this, more of the things I do, more of the cards, you can always follow. Cards happen on the weekend and on Tuesdays. And I've got other things going on Wednesdays and Thursdays. FF12 and Sekiro have both been really cool. So
those are good games.
Yeah.
Next time's going to be the Great Crystal, and everybody will love it.
Yeah. So catch that. Subscribe for a cool skull or slime, or just be here, have a good time. Skulls.